I don't want to see all these animals being murdered and slaughtered and raped and abused. I want to change that. Hi everyone, so I'm back with another sit down video, which I haven't done in a long time, I know. I'm really excited to share this video with you guys because it's been something that I've been wanting to make for a very long time. Veganism is something that I'm very passionate about and something that I really care about, you know, is animals. So on with the video. Just as a bit of context, I've been vegan for 5 months now, and before that I was vegetarian for 4 months, and before that I was fully omnivorous and my diet consisted of chicken, cheese and bread. Health. So yeah, all through my childhood, all through my whole entire life, I've always loved animals. I've always cared for animals. I'd always try not to step on ants. My friend Ashley and I used to rescue ants in primary school. So yeah, I've really always cared about animals, but I never made the connection between what was on my plate and the suffering and slaughter of innocent animals. So when I went vegetarian, I pretty much just cut out each one of my meats, and then you know, one night at the dinner table I was just like, hey mom, dad, I don't want to eat meat anymore. I was vegetarian for a while, I was happy with it, but I did not know about the reality of a lot of animal industries and the cruelty of them. 5.6 billion animals are killed every year, and that's 3,000 per second. It's just devastating. When I was a vegetarian, and even before I was vegetarian, I was always interested in veganism. I followed Asina O'Neill on Instagram and some other accounts. The Coconut Goddess was one, and I think Thriving on Plants. So I was always really interested in veganism, but I just never knew how to make it work for myself. I kept making excuses against veganism. My most common one was, oh, I'll go vegan after I go to France. So I'm going to France next year in April to stay with my exchange student Marguerite, and I just thought it would be easier on their family if I was just vegetarian and not vegan. And yes, it probably would be, but I guess couldn't wait any longer. I couldn't live with myself supporting the torture, rape, murder and abuse of innocent animals. So about 2 months into vegetarianism, I actually started replacing a lot of my non-vegan products with vegan products. For example, my last 2 months of vegetarianism, I only drank soy milk, and I also did the easy thing of replacing my cow's butter with Nuttelex, which is a vegan alternative. There are lots of vegan alternatives. You'll honestly be surprised if you're thinking of coming into this lifestyle. So basically, I didn't eat any milk or butter, but I still ate cream, eggs, and just pastries and stuff like that. One night my friend Grace, who was vegan, still is vegan, she sent me a video which was a link to Gary Yourofsky, and he's talking to this reporter. He was pretty much just pointing out how her arguments against veganism were wrong. I just watched that and I was just sort of like, well, why aren't I vegan? I kept talking to Grace for a little bit and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go vegan in a month. And then, I'm not sure if it was on the same night or on a couple of nights later, I found a video, another one of Gary Yourofsky's videos, and it was titled The Best Speech Ever. And I started watching this speech, and it goes for I think an hour, and I watched it all. It spoke to me. It was really true, and it was at that time that I basically realized that vegetarianism wasn't vegetarian. And by that I mean that the whole principle of vegetarianism, which is not to kill animals, you're supporting as a vegetarian if you still buy animal products, because animals in all animal industries are subjected to abuse and slaughter. For example, bobby calves. They are the waste product of the dairy industry. They're the male calves that are born when a female cow is artificially inseminated by something known in the industry as a rape rod. These bobby calves are taken away from their mothers and they are sent to slaughter for veal. And that's what you're supporting when you're buying milk. That's the industry that you're supporting. You are also supporting the throwing of male chicks into a grinder. Yes, another waste product of the egg industry. Once I'd finished the speech, I think I was redirected to some other videos. It was a graphic video with inside footage into the egg and dairy industries. And I watched some of it, I watched about 30 seconds of it, but I just thought to myself then and there, if I can't watch male chicks being thrown into a grinder, cows being raped, and animals being slaughtered in an abattoir, animals being tested on for cosmetics and in laboratories, why am I supporting it? And then I went vegan, just like that. I woke up the next morning and I was just like, Mum, no, I'm vegan now. So she was pretty mad to start with because she thought it would be such an effort for me to be vegan. She thought that she would have to be cooking it all, but she eventually came around. So the bottom line is I am vegan because I care about animals. I don't want to see all these animals being murdered and slaughtered and raped and abused. I want to change that. And I think with veganism, it may be a small difference, but it is a difference that I can actually make. And I'm also vegan for the planet. So for those of you who don't know, animal agriculture is responsible for 18% of all greenhouse gas emissions, which is more than all of transportation combined. So that's planes, ships, cars, everything. Animal agriculture, raising livestock, more greenhouse gas emissions. It is also the leading cause of ocean dead zones, deforestation in the Amazon rainforest, species extinction, water pollution, and habitat destruction. Livestock is also responsible for 80 to 90% of all of the United States water consumption. I'm not sure about Australia, but that's a lot. Animal agriculture also occupies a third of the world's ice-free land. We are killing over 2.6 trillion fish per year. It's expected that there will be no fish in the oceans by 2048 because of animal agriculture and because of fishing. And that's not an industry I want to support. I don't want to see our earth being exploited and just used for the raising of livestock for human consumption. And I don't want to see our planet die before, I don't know, the next generation can see it. If you guys are more interested in more sustainability facts, I would like to link you over to Cowspiracy. You can watch it on Netflix, YouTube. They've also got their own page, so if you're not bothered to watch the documentary, you can read up all of their facts on their site. I'll put a little link here or something. And if you're more interested in the ethical side of veganism, watch Earthlings. It's an eye-opener. You need to know the reality. If you want to continue supporting animal industries, animal torture, animal agriculture, then you need to know what's happening. I don't think it's okay for you to be kept in the dark. I mean, if you watch these videos and you still want to support them, then alright, it's your choice, but I think you need to know the truth. In this video with these facts, I've only hit the top of the iceberg, if that. If you're interested in veganism, research more. You can go to Cowspiracy, and I'll also link the Gary Yourofsky video, both of them in the description bar. Those two aren't graphic as far as I'm aware. Earthlings is graphic and Cowspiracy isn't graphic except for one scene. If you're not into watching animals being killed, you can watch those. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions about veganism or anything else, feel free to comment on this video, message me on Tumblr. I'm always happy to help. Let me know if you want to see more vegan videos or any video suggestions. I'll leave the links for all the videos that I mentioned in the description bar. I hope you all have a really nice day, and thanks for watching.